H1. Remember that was the tag for our heading, right? Oops, I need bigger font. Yes. There we go. How is that? We're going to write an opening quote like that. And we're going to write color, colon, red. Semicolon.
And does spaces matter? Like
No,
each one?
again,
Okay,
spaces.
just checking.
Don't, yeah. But spaces, you don't need to worry about spaces. Okay? And now I want you to save that in whatever place you've been saving your Hello World file. And I want you to call this test.css.
Oh, yeah, what do I do there? Use CSS.
So now, if you've done all of that right, and you refresh your browser, I guess I should have saved my... you need to save both things. You need to save your CSS, and you need to obviously save your HTML. It's red. So what we've done now is we've separated out the styling of our page from the content of our page. And that was the reason that CSS got introduced. It was so that you could have essentially a separation of all the visual elements, all the look into the CSS, and the structure of the content into the HTML. So the HTML, modern HTML, is very clean. It doesn't contain any visual information. In the late 90s, we were commingling all the visual information. We were putting the colors right into the HTML, and it was a real mess. Because suppose you put the color right into the HTML, and now you want to change the color. Well, you got to find every place in the HTML that you used that color. Well, that's painful. Whereas if you have all your headings, one of the things you would notice, we wrote H1. So if we had 15 H1s on that page, it would have made all of them red.
Does it know all the colors?
Yes. It knows a bunch of colors that are built in, but if you want any color under the sun, basically, you have to put it in what's called a color code. And there are, if you Google for color HTML color picker, you'll find any number of color pickers on the internet. So if you want to do that right now, we can do that very quickly. We can give ourselves a pretty color here someplace. So if we put HTML color picker, color picker 3.1. Let's try that one. All right, so this has a bunch of colors. There are way more colors available than that, so you may want to Google for a nicer one than that. But let me choose a really nasty one. All right, so if I choose that, what you see is it shows me down here a bunch of numbers. Look, it says 33FF66. You see those? Well, what I can do is I can take those colors, 33FF66, and I can find my style sheet. And instead of red, I can put pound. This is this sign, 33, what was it, FF66? Yeah. Okay, save it.
Where's the color number again? I've lost it. Oh, okay, got it.
And then go and refresh your page. And woo, shiny.
And why the pound is just because it shows...
The pound is just to tell it that this is going to be a color code, using a color code.
So the pound goes before the code?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pull up my style sheet. You can see what it looks like.
And the codes are just 6 numbers, right?
Yes, Yeah,
I kinda knew I
they
missed
are
it. Oh, we
usually
didn't
6
see
things.
that.
So here, H1 color code. Now, again, the beauty of the internet is that this is all in the open. If you like the styling of a site and you wonder, how did they do that? You can actually look at it. It takes us 2 steps to find it. So here I've got the original DailyLit site. If I do the following thing, if I do view source, if I do view page source, you will see that we have a whole bunch of links in here for style sheets. See this link here, for instance, for style sheets? See? The one I've highlighted? Well, if I take this portion of it, just this portion here, and if I copy that, and if I go to the browser and I type that, but with the full, you saw it was a relative link, so I need to put the full link here. And I hit, this is the style sheet. This is one of the DailyLit style sheets. So, what did I just do? I looked inside the source of the DailyLit page and I said, hey, where is DailyLit pulling their style sheets from? And I took that relative URL